Greetings and welcome to Factorio. I'm Dgray and today is a very exciting day. We got this up and running last episode. We got our purple science up and running, producing at a nice steady pace, almost at 1,000 already. And we got to the Chrome age. So yeah, everything's going very well. Our science is continuing down, so the first thing I'll do this episode is get our new power armor. It's been a long ways in the making, should have done it a bit ago, but let's just craft it. And then we can also get some exoskeletons, because if there's one thing I want, that is to run just a tiny bit faster. We could probably also do with some solar panels. These produces about as much as 4 solar panels, so pretty much removing these and taking one of these instead will be a lot better in the long run. So let's just craft a few of these while we are at it. So let's take some rivets. We should have some stored up. Let's craft a pair of legs. And where is the new power armor? There it is. Oh, that's nice. Oh, no. Let's just do this before. Oh. Yeah. Slow down, slow down. Oh, whoops. That's why you have to remember to take out all your items before you do this. Then we can take... Stupid thing. There we go. No. Yeah. And then we can fill this up with all the items we need. So we have a new power. We have our legs. We should probably get a few solar panels instead. Let's just craft a few. I think 10 will be enough. I think 10 might be overkill. But let's just go with it. Yeah, there's actually no reason to craft them, but it's fine. And one more pair of leggings. We could also do belt immunity, since that will be quite nice, so we don't have to worry about getting pushed around by those pesky belts. So I think that's what we're gonna do. We could get this one to charge our batteries right here in the beginning. Let's see, here's some fuel for you. Let's get in a few solar panels as well. And that one, legs can stay right next to this. We want to keep enough room for that. We could actually do 3 of them. So we might move these down here instead and have the exoskeleton at the top. Solar panels at the bottom. And ooh, we're already moving a lot faster. And let's just time it to how many we need. We have room for 7. So is that 7? 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 more. Yeah, I think we'll do it like this. I think that is quite nice. And then we have room for whatever we need together with the legs. So let's just get one more pair. There we are. And then we're golden. Now we can actually travel around in style. No idea if our batteries can support this at all. It looks fine with just one pair. But we'll see when we get more. So this is all looking very good. This is almost up and running. Look how beautiful it's going. Nothing misaligned anywhere. At least it doesn't look like it. And the same with this one over here. We are unloading at a nice speed now, since we have all our inserters. And things are just flowing out at a nice steady pace. Still missing a few inserters, but that is fine. So that is our supply sorted. Our power is still going strong, so no worries there either. So the base is actually looking extremely good. We are producing a ton of things, so let's get on to the next part of our entire automation setup. And the next thing we have to work towards is pretty much chrome. And chrome is just made with chrome steel plates. Can't I make that yet? There we are. So we have to go for chromic acid. And how do we make that? Let's just see. Chromic acid. Is it somewhere in here? Oh, that is easy to do. So I think we should set up a production for this episode. I think we'll need it quite a bit in the future, so we might as well just get it up and running since we have a sulfur. No problem at all. It's being produced here, going up here and out. And how much chrome do we need in the future? Let's see. This is used for these that are used for advanced things. Not that important. This one is used for not that many things are used for anything good. Not that important. So is chrome actually not that useful? Let's see how you craft it. And you are used for, we checked that before, not that much. What about you? Not that. Huh. It looks like it's only used for upgrading items, nothing that important. Whoops. So we might actually hold off on chrome. What does the science say? Yellow science. We can also start to do that. And that needs, oh, we should probably work towards this instead. I think that might be good. We have, so we need to get batteries up and running in their own place, optical processor, and low density structures. So pretty much those three items should be what we go for next. So let's go for the optical processor first instead. I think that should be quite easy for us to do. Oh, we need this to get done before we can do that. Then we'll just have to go for normal batteries instead. And we do have an input here, but we should also want an output. So I kind of want to make it somewhere else. Since how much do we need? Let's just check. Batteries. You are used for the science, so you'll definitely need your own cell. That is about all you're used for. But you take quite a bit. So we could, now we'll do this in our own cell. I think that'll be the best solution. We could take a corner down here and do it. Yeah, I think that's a good plan. Let's just set up some batteries. Since I know that is going to be needed very, very soon. Please go to here so we can set it up. So let's see, batteries. How many inputs do you need? 4 inputs and 1 output, so that's actually 5 things. Copper, lead, steel. Yeah, so that's almost, oh yeah, we could make both of these. But the high battery is not used for that much. So yeah. So 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can actually just use 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5. So these 5 stations should actually supply all we need for batteries. And it might be overkill, but let's just get them set up. And get the batteries added to the system. There we are. And our science is chugging along quite nicely. There we are. And then we'll just add the things we need. Train in. 2, 3, 4, and an output. Right here with batteries. So I think this will be a good use of this cell. That's a quite strange one. Oh, and one of these have to be fluids, of course. We can make this one into a fluid one. Please remove all of this then. And you. And all of that. Pretty much you as well. Or we can, yeah. Let's see, fluid instead. There we are. That should be correct. So to set up battery production. Let's see, batteries in our normal assembly machine. And just with a few things flowing in. Was iron tubes one of the things we were missing last episode? Let's see the tubes over here. No, we have more than enough stored up. So we can easily take those from outside. So, first things first, sulfuric acid. Then we have the first part. Negative 100k. Then we'll get, let's just get iron tubes right here. Less than that, I can tell you that much. Let's see, we only need one at a time. So what if we do a train that just delivers 3,000 at a time and add 5,000 here? That'll mean the train doesn't run that often, and that is quite nice. 5k should turn yellow right away. Next thing we need, tin and copper. Tin plates. Negative 5,000, and do you down to 3 as well. And you were on, right? You were on. And this one up here just needs a bit of power. And you'll be a copper plate. Negative 5,000 at 3. So now we have most of things flowing in. And now we just need to do a bit of a setup. And then we have outputs over here. So this is way overkill for this one. But since we can use this cell because of the oil in the middle, I think it will be fine. And we have the entire world to use anyway. Let's just add this one to it as well. There. And to my exoskeletons. To move a tiny bit faster. Ooh, nice. So yeah, don't get distracted. Just get building done. Electric assembler. I think we'll do a setup something like this. We can have this flowing in the middle, probably together with the outputs. Yeah, so we'll need to move it a bit away. So 1, 2, 3. Could do 4. Will that make it easier for us to do? 3, then we can do it down the right side. And then jump it over, but then we'll need jumpers in between. So what if we just do it like that? And what I've planned is doing something like that here. And then we'll do a nice little jump like... Oh, that won't work. We'll have to do the pipe in the middle. Because we want output ones as well. So we should do something like... something like here. And then do 2. And then we have long-handed outputs. Or we could do this. Get your way. Here. Because then what we'll do is these. And then it can jump just over here. And then we'll have the belt running. Let's see. Actually right here, so we should just move it over 1. I know there's easier solutions than this, but for some reason... Oh, we could do this. What if we turn it that way instead? So we will have this one running out here, like that. We'll have a belt with some resources. Oh, one more, sorry. So right here. And this can run down this way, and we'll have long-handed grab the items we need, then output into the middle. So we can do 1, 2, 3, here, output. How about this then? Long, 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 long. Oh, and then we'll have one built here in the middle as well to grab from. So something like that. Will this give us any issues? Let's see, like that. So this we should be able to do, right, guys? Then we'll have these grabbing from out here, adding in. Then we'll have the same here in the middle. We'll have this one taking in from here, putting out over here, and then we'll flip it around, doing a long-handed one. Out, out, in, in. Then we'll just need to have inputs on this one and outputs on these. It seems it doesn't really matter which one we do, since they are all just kind of working like that. So a balancer might be nice to have somewhere over here. The last one. That should balance that. That can go down here. Because we have output going that way. We'll have this one merge with pretty much this on the side. I think that'll be the best solution. So something like, go away. Something like right here. I think that'll be fine. Jump. And down this way. They'll merge together like this. We'll just keep this area up here a bit clear, because I don't think we need that much to flow in. Oh, I was trying to do just this one, because then we can merge these two. Let's see. Good way to merge these could be something like that. And then we'll just split it off this way. You can add to this belt, and you can split off a bit later, to be honest. To right here and go down. So that's 2 of the 4 things, oh, 2 of the 3, oh, pretty much 2 of the 4 things we need will get put in. And then we'll just need to add the last one, this one, to this one. And that is just a normal setup. Where is our balancer? There we are. You can just go out a bit. There we are. By the way, guys, have any of you thought of a better solution than doing a balancer every time? For some reason I always go back to my default if that is what I've made the first time and it works. Even though it might not be the most optimal solution, it gets the job done, and that is one thing I do enjoy very, very much. Just get some power down. I know that one's overkill, but it looks quite nice. Then we should be able to do this. No idea how many of these can support, but this should be fine. And of course, I forgot our belts. So how many is this? This uses 1 every 2 seconds, so that's half a second. We'll get 4.5 in of each, so it should be able to support, what is it, like 7.5? Oh, 15. It will be able to support. Oh, it's, yeah, 15. Yeah, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it should be able to support this with no issues at all. And then we'll have, oh, we'll have this one going the same way as the other one. Yeah, of course, we can just do cut and turn. There we are. That's a way to fix that. There we are, in. And this one will be an output line. Just need to add some power to this one. And then if we hook this up, just need the last thing to connect in, and that is our fluids. And of course, just barely can reach, but that should be fine if we just do something like this. And if we look at these, if we give power, then we should only miss sulfuric acid. That is exactly what I had planned. And guys, you don't understand how nice it is to move this fast now. Been missing that a lot. Sulfuric acid, there we go, flowing in, and we should be producing batteries. Would you look at that? That just needs to go over here in a normal little balancer. There we are. And we should probably put a limit on how many it should produce. I think that will be the best solution. I actually kind of wish that the ghost blueprints of undergrounds would shift the same way as what's it called? They do when you have them in your inventory. Since it is a bit annoying that we can't do that. There we go, and let's grab this one to limit the inputs. That was quite funny. There we go, and limit this to 5K batteries. Yeah, let's limit to 5K for now. So that should be batteries for our system. Would you look at that? And it should be at about half a belt. Probably not, I probably did the math completely wrong, but that it is at least batteries for our setup. And yeah, that is good. So now that we got batteries, let's see, have our new science been delivered? It's not producing anymore, it's missing titanium, so that's just missing some more. These are full, this has 1.8K, so almost. And what is holding up with titanium? Is it just the input? I think it's just input. Oh, are we jammed? Before we got enough titanium. It's, oh yeah, it's over here. Seems we are. We need to start spending a lot more iron. And that means we should probably disconnect this down here. Since this is at least for iron output. Because we want to make steel and stuff instead somewhere else. Since we're not spending any of our resources. And that is quite bad. So let's just disconnect. No, let's not do that before we actually have something set up that works. I think that will be very, very badly to do. So we can remove this part. Delete, delete, delete. Now we have this station completely filled with junk we don't need. And we probably just have to move it with robots or something else. But the first thing we need to do is most definitely set up some steel smelting. So we can get these up and running. And I think that'll be a good thing to set up very, very soon. It is that thing that's holding us up right now since we have the batteries. So yeah, let's just go and set that up right now. So what we want to do is transport out these things. Pretty much empty out this one. So we have to spend these. And we could actually just go down this way. And start to do that. So what if we just set up some new cells over here? Right there, that's one. I don't know how much the second one will hit over here. But we can never have too much. 2. Let's just do 4. 3, 4. That will give us something to do and give us robots something to do. So let's do this from here to down there. That's just 14k. That's not that bad. So that'll give us new cells where we should set up smelting for iron and steel. Is steel still a bit different after updated? Let's see. Yeah, it still needs carbon. And we could do that on site. Or we could just take it from, what's it called? A little transport right here. Can that even keep up? Can. It's not the fastest in the world. But it is working. I think faster belts might help it out a bit. And that's just because these is using quite a bit. So let's just do this to help it out a bit. Bit of overkill going that far back there. I think this will at least give us a full build that way. So I can't see any problems with that. And how is our robots doing? They are building. As they should. Quite a lot even. Trying to build up a stock again of things. So we have to plan out iron and steel for the future. One thing we should most definitely look at is pretty much just these two. So right now we're doing this one. That is easy to do. We can just copy the blueprints. That will give us iron out. We could then just transport iron with trains to make steel, and I think that will be the best solution. Since then we don't run into the issue of having it split off in different ways, like we are doing right here. Oh, that's a ton of robots as well. Like right here. Oh, we could do a half iron, half steel setup. It's not much a lot. Nope. Things are getting their own cells. We are at a point we should be able to handle that. So yeah, we'll just keep it at that. So let's go to a new area and get ready to set up right-hand drive. Remember that. Get ready to set up our new areas. Please go over here. That's a lot of things we're crafting. Seems we're missing quite a few things, but this should get done. First things first, let's clear out these metal ones. To be honest, in the future we could actually just not build these. I think that might actually be a good upgrade for my blueprints, just taking those out. So don't really use them at all. They're mostly just in the way, and they're not used for the cell, but they're something left over when I stamp down just this 4x4 one. Or 2x2 is probably what I was gonna say. This 4 robots. So that is fine. But this will be a new iron smelting, and this will be a new steel one. Let's just mark it on the area. I'd like to do iron ingots. I'd like to do steel ingots over here. Steel ingots. And then we'll just transport in everything we need. And luckily we can still grab this oil if it's needed. Look how much they're doing. And looks like they're completely out of... Well, they'll get built nice and easy. So this will be our new setups for our smelting. And it's pretty much just copying this setup and importing something else. That's pretty much all we should do. Times 2. Or actually just doing this one for iron will be the first one. The steel one, we could actually just leave down here and say don't take out. I'm gonna cut this one, because then this one will just be used for steel all the time, and this will be our steel cell for now, because they can easily keep up with whatever it is we need. And this is missing iron anyway. So I think that is a good middle ground to do. And now we have full belts. Do that to get full belts both ways. There we are. And hopefully this will keep steel running in the future. And this one will be our new iron output. But as you can see, our robots needs a ton to get done. So I'll end the episode here. Yeah, the base is expanding extremely fast. The last 10 episodes have been insane. If you go back and look how much we've done, it's mesmerizing, and we should probably start to tear down some of this. But it's a nice memento, because if you remember back, this is a bit memory trip right now, mostly for me, how long it took for us to run down this line. It felt like it took ages to do, but if you look at that size compared to our base right now, look how tiny it is. And it felt like it took days to run that stretch. And now we're just zipping around the world, so that's awesome. I love building big. But enough about reminiscing. We can do that sometime in the future. And do say if you want to hear me ramble about old days, because I am an old man, then do say so. But enough about that. I'll end the episode here. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you'll like, subscribe, and comment. That will help me with the YouTube algorithm. It is, like I told you a few episodes ago, a friend and a foe. So slap that like button. That will be or thumbs up even. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoy it, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.